Hi, welcome to the Small Shed. This week I'm doing a quick catch-up video. See you in a minute. Now for catch-up video read, I haven't got a video this week, but I just want to run through what's going on in the shed and in life in general, which is why I've not got a video this week, and I probably won't have one, or they will become intermittent over the next probably 4 weeks or so. First of all, this week I've been over at Morton in Marsh all week at the Austin 7 gathering, which has been taking place over there. So I'm hoping that I will probably get out this week on Saturday a video of the first day of that, and probably for 3 or 4 weeks after that there will also be some videos based on what's been going on with that, because it's quite a huge undertaking that they've got there, with over 1,000 Austin 7s arriving. But that has meant that I've just been out of the shed for all of this week, so that's the first reason that there's nothing going on. I've had to throttle things back in the shed for the last 3 or 4 weeks as well, trying to keep the noise down a bit, because I've got a blackbird nesting in the end of the shed, up in the honeysuckle on the end, and I'm trying to keep the noise down from that, which has restricted a lot of machinery and that sort of thing. So that's another contributor. But I'm just going to run round. I'll get the GoPro and we'll just have a look round at what's lying around in here. It's the usual case that the place is becoming a tip and almost unmanageable because I've got too much going on, and I think that's the heart of the problem. I've taken on, as usual, too many projects. That was the whole point of this channel in the first place, to try and calm me down and stop me doing too much, get me to start something and finish it. So there's an element of that, and there's also an element of 2 or 3 things I'm doing which they've taken a lot longer than I thought they would take, and you've already seen them, so there's no point in going on and on repeating the things same and same again week after week. So let's just have a look and we can see that there is stuff going on, but it's just not quite there yet. Right, so starting with the router table, I suppose, there's some material here for a sign I've got to make, and that's something that's been ongoing for a few weeks. I've done a post for it. These are some rough pallets that I've cut down that need cutting up and engraving, and again that was held up because my printer packed up, so I couldn't get any patterns done for it to get the lettering done and some other bits. So that's something I've got to do. There's a load of wood in the car, and this here, which is still that community bookcase. I've got to do the children's bookcase part at the bottom. That's still hanging around, and again, slowly but surely bits are getting done, but not completed yet. Got a load of tools on here that I'm refurbishing slowly, which are going to go into a toolbox I'm doing for the Austin 7 cyclekart. I want to be able to take all the tools with me that I'll need should I need to take body panels off or undo something with a spanner. I'm trying to keep it a little bit period, but obviously with metric sockets all over it, it's going to be there's going to be a metric socket set somewhere hidden away in it, and the box for that is over here. It's an old Bosch drill box, but I've been trying to get the coloured stain out of it, which I'm struggling with at the moment, but it's something which is going on anyway, so that's something we will catch up with. There's the laser's been out. I've done a little job that's in that bag over there, and that again is now finished and the video is finished, but I don't want it to go out because it's sort of embargoed until that gift gets given to the person concerned, as they may see it on the channel otherwise. And that was a bit of a squeaky bum one, because when somebody spend hours and hours making something and they give it you to laser engrave, You've got an awful lot at stake if you screw it up, but we've got that one done. The elephant in the room literally is this, and this is what's been the cause of all the problems, I think, really. This is the slats for the garden oak benches that I'd already done the one and the table for, but it just seems to have gone on forever, and I seem to have hit block after block mentally with it. That I think it's because I really don't like what I'm having to do, if you like. To me, an oak bench is a bench made of oak like that, and to make it all dark and horrible is just something that has made me not want to love it, I don't think. I think I'm nearly there with that. There's got to have one more coat of Osmo Poly, and hopefully very early next week I can get that out of the shed, go over and fix the two benches that remain to be done, and that'll just get it out of my hair. And that's probably what's been the major stumbling block of getting anything done for the last few weeks. And again, there won't be a video because there's nothing to, you've seen it once, so that's the one that's probably stalled everything. I've had quite a lot of time working on it, but I can't put a video out for it. Got some little templates that I'm doing routering bits for a lady that came into the Men in Sheds shed the other day, and that's something which will be hopefully finished soon, and we'll get a video done. But again, it's not ready to go yet. Been working on the Kylie lamp. That has had some upgrades to it, but I've still got to do some nickel silver panels front and back that I'm just playing on, trying to get fern patterns on it. But that's suffering at the moment, not being able to get it, find the right thing to do with it almost. I've got some fern and laid on and sprayed over it, but it's a little bit indistinct, so I've got to go down another route with that one, I think. And on the floor we've got the top of the sign, which is, I've got to carve a galleon on the top piece there, so that again is something that's ongoing, but it's learning new stuff, if you like. I've not done any hand routering before, and that's taking a bit of a while to get used to. And again, we'll get the video out, but it's not quite finished on that. And then lurking away there is the guitar, which is getting one step closer to coming out. Got to get all the dust off it and mess off it. That was being held up partly and probably mainly by the fact that I wanted to get the body finished, and my thoughts had been that because it's red, I could get it sprayed up at the same time as Bella got sprayed, and obviously that's taken over a year to get done, but it's getting close. Bella is now in primer, so I may well be working on that over the next week or two to get the body work of that done and get it over to Burton-on-Trent, Ashby de la Zouche way, to get it in time to get it sprayed. But that again, you've seen a lot of what's going on with that. Until I've actually got a full episode and got it back, it's not really probably going to be a full video. The only real thing that I've had much done with is the cyclekart, and that's probably a bit naughty in that I have been getting on a little bit of work with that, but very often it's been the only thing that has kept me sane. Just go and have a look and you can see where it is in real time, as opposed to what you've seen on the videos on the weekly ones, which are about a year out of date. The thing itself is beginning to get quite close now. I've got all the front suspensions now all done. I've just got the steering wheel in this week, so that is all in and the columns done. So it won't take long now just to connect the steering arms up, and we will have a fully finished front end on that. The cockpit is all done, ready to at least be able to use it. It'll be ready for paint, but I'm not going to paint it until I've run it a bit. Got the little opening flap as per the original, all ready and done. So that is something that has been taking a bit of time, But more importantly, we're getting the engine in. That is getting close to actually having the motor mounted, and I've just got the aluminium in today to do some mounts for the gearbox which goes above it. There's like a little reverse box on it, and again that's quite a lot closer than it was a few weeks ago. So there's lots going on, but there's not much getting finished in terms of videos. And the thing coming up, in theory now, if I were to just rattle on, having had this week out, I could probably start and get stuff rolling again for next week and the week after, and we'd be alright. And usually I can build up a bit of a buffer stock to get me, you know, a week or two ahead, and that takes the pressure off. However, in a couple of weeks' time I'm going to be going on holiday, and that will again throw a spanner in the works, and this time I've got no backup stock, if you like. So bear with me over the next few weeks. I think we'll be getting Saturday videos coming out because I'm actually taking that footage this week and I can be editing it at night, and that's not a problem. But as regards the Friday videos, it's going to be a bit hit and miss. It's nothing untoward, it's just the fact that events have conspired, if you like, to get me not actually finishing anything which is videoable. So that's where we are. I hope the video was, if not of interest, of information at least to you. Look forward to seeing you next week if we're here. If not, whenever we do see you next. See you then. Bye.